On this episode of Home Dad Chat, is that a flamethrower?
Is a flamethrower.
You got a, I mean,
It
that's a
is.
pretty
It
awesome Father's Day
it
gift.
it. I mean, it's
Holy
too
cow,
big,
dude.
and you connect the propane tank right here,
Yeah,
so it
you're
just
ready for
sticks
the
in, and you're like,
apocalypse, my man.
I'm like, what? I mean, and my brain was, why would you do that? But then my other brain was like, flamethrower. And
Yeah.
the funny thing is, my oldest came to me. Got to put that down before I start playing with it. Came to me about a week before and showed it to me and said, "Do you think you'd like this as a present?" And I said, "Look, first, you're in college. You're not allowed to buy me."
Welcome to Home Dad Chat, brought to you by the National At Home Dad Network. My name is Brock,
My name is Danny.
and we are here to talk about life as stay at home dads. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
No, I don't want much. I even love handmade crafts made of macaroni. Come on now, you should know me. Times I might eat too much. Don't worry about my weight. Got the dad bod rocking on me. Sketches on my feet. Cargo shorts look good on me. I'm a dad, that's what I do.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Hope you've had a great week. Hope you had an amazing Father's Day. It
Yeah.
was it was definitely a good one for myself. What about you, Danny? Did you have a good Father's Day?
Well, let me say that yes and no. I will say, and I don't think she's going to listen to this episode, but she might, but I want to say that my wife forgot when Father's Day was, and it evidently doesn't show up on her calendar. So she asked me about 4 weeks ago if she could go to a pickleball clinic
Yes, we talked about
in
that.
Chicago. So it really, it kind of messed it all up for me.
Oh,
I got really sad. I was already depressed, so I'm dealing with that. But sadness is just a different thing. I don't get sad often. Then I ended up canceling Father's Eve at my house and pretty much just didn't want to do anything.
yeah.
I turned my phone off, which I never do, but I just didn't want to hear it. I didn't feel like it was going to be a happy Father's Day for me. Surprisingly, or maybe unsurprisingly, it should be, my kids made it nice. They really did.
Yeah, good deal.
Yeah. And then my wife was kind enough to get me a present.
What'd she do? Bring you back a bottle of Malort from Chicago? Oh, never mind.
I
What
got
in
to
the
turn off my background. Shoe
is that
didn't show up.
is that a flamethrower?
Is a flamethrower.
You got a, I mean,
It
that's a
is.
pretty
It,
awesome Father's Day
it,
gift.
it, I mean, it's
Holy
too
cow,
big.
dude.
And you connect the propane tank right here.
Yeah,
So it
you're
just
ready for
sticks
the
in, and you're like,
apocalypse, my man.
I'm like, what? I mean, and my brain was, why would you do that? But then my other brain was like, flamethrower. And
Yeah.
the funny thing is, my oldest came to me, got to put that down before I start playing with it, came to me about a week before and showed it to me and said, "Do you think you'd like this as a present?" And I said, "Look, first, you're in college. You're not allowed to buy me anything until you've been out of college for at least 2 years. And then it'll be a discussion. It won't be an automatic because you don't want your kids
Yeah.
paying you for stuff. I mean, I don't want that at all.
Sure.
If they want to pay rent or something, but you're not going to buy them anything. And second, I don't think I would like that as a gift. It's not going to do what you think it's going to do. It doesn't shoot fire. It's just a propane torch, basically. So I could start fires with it. I could start like campfire or something with it, but it's just going to be a toy that I don't think I would
You can burn
appreciate.
away
And
weeds.
yeah,
You can do
yeah.
that.
And I will say, I was surprised by how happy I am. Like, oh, heck yeah, I got a flamethrower. I finally have a flamethrower. So, yeah,
It's a very
yeah, it was pretty cool.
Cro-Magnon man type
It
situation there.
is. It is.
Fire. Ha.
And then, like I said, my kids made it better. My wife did give me that, so that's cool. My oldest got me this card, which is a license plate that says "Great Dad," right?
Okay. Nice. I like
And he said it's official because it's on a license plate. So I'm
that.
like, well, I can't argue with your logic, but I want to read what he wrote because he does this to me. He said, "Dad, I wouldn't have been able to make it this far if I didn't have you. You do so much good for us. You're the best father I could have ever wished for. I love you, and I couldn't be prouder to call you my dad." And signed it, your favorite son, as you should. But my God, what? are you going to kill me? And then my youngest made me a card.
There you
It's
go.
going to be hard to read, but it says, the best.
I like it.
I assume it's you're the best.
You are
And
the best.
yeah, you are the best. And it's a pop-up.
Oh, that's
I think
so
you can see
cute.
it, but it's got a little pop-up thing. And I'm like, what? And I really, because she came to me and I love it. And she said, thank you for being an amazing dad and always having the best jokes. And I went, okay. And on the other side of it, it says, who did the daughter make the card for? The best dad ever. As kind of as a joke.
Yeah.
I mean, not as a joke, but as a,
I know what you mean. Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, all right. I was not happy about this day. I really wasn't, but okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's what and I want to talk about what you went through too, but I
Sure.
think telling our family what our expectations are.
Yeah.
Any dad out there, if you're not happy with how it went, write down how you wanted it to go. And a month before next year, like with any holiday, tell your family, this is what I want. This is what I want to see what will happen. Now, I know there are families out there that still won't change anything. We have dads out there that are really suffering in their relationships. And I know I whine about mine quite a bit, but my relationship is amazing, really. I'm just overly sensitive. So it's just me. And it's not just me, but I do want to say, to remind everybody, plan it. Tell them what you want. It makes it so much better. And all I told my kids is, I don't want you to buy me anything, make me a card, or just tell me if you think I'm a good dad or not. And I mean, I was crying. It was so sweet. But how did yours go? Now that I've had a diatribe.
Well, it sounds like you had a great yearly evaluation from your kids. That's
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, my Father's Day was interesting. It was good, but it started off with Kaya making me breakfast in bed, which was awesome. So it brought me a couple of egg sandwiches and some cinnamon rolls. That's kind of their thing. They love to make cinnamon rolls in the morning on the weekend. So got that. Yeah, I mean, cinnamon rolls went.
Can't go wrong with cinnamon roll.
Exactly. You can't go wrong with that. So that happened, and it was funny because it was early in the morning. It was like 8 o'clock. I was barely awake. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna eat this because I don't want it to get cold. And then since my belly was full, I fell back to sleep. And when I woke up, it was later than I had wanted it to be. We typically try to go to church at 9:30. It was already 9:30 when I woke up. And the kids were watching church online out in the living room. And Corey woke up with a migraine.
Oh.
So I was like, well, you guys have already watched church. She's not going to go to church. I'm going to go to church by myself. Went to church by myself, which was fine. I ended up sitting with a dad that I've been walking alongside here for the past year through a bunch of tough things. And so it was kind of a good thing to just, he and I to just be there. And then I went from there. I actually went to Kroger because I was like, oh, I pick up some fruit. But what was funny was there's a Pokemon vending machine there. And I'm like, you know what? We'll just see. And I ended up hitting a bunch of different packs. I was like, all right, cool. That's a happy Father's Day to me.
Nice.
I'm going to share some with the kids too. But got that. And then.
I mean, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. It's your day, though. Come on.
I know.
Take the cards.
Oh, trust me, I picked up quite a few actually, so there was definitely room for sharing. Then when I got home, I realized I was not going to be going and doing any disc golf or fishing because Corey was in really bad shape.
Oh.
So, yeah, so I ended up just hanging out at the house, kind of working with her. Now, flashback just actually a little bit to Father's Day for me was kind of a whole weekend of things because Friday we as a family went down to Louisville, Kentucky and spent a good portion of the afternoon and evening down there. We went to the Louisville Museum. Gosh, my coffee needs to kick in. The Louisville Zoo was where we went to, which was really a fun time because not only did they have a lot of really neat animal exhibits, they also had this light show that they do at night with all these structures that light up. And there were everything from just your basic animals to fantasy type stuff. So there were at one point we walked through, there were just tons of dragons everywhere. So of course the kids
Very
were
cool.
losing their minds over the dragons. So that was a lot of fun. And then that night we went to Cosmic Baseball, which for anybody who has anxiety, Cosmic Baseball is not the place to go. It's just not. Especially if you're a true baseball fan, you are not going there to watch a baseball game. You are going there to try to survive through all of the chaos that is taking place around you and everywhere else.
I'm not familiar with it too much. I know we've talked about it before, but I don't remember what's the difference. What gave you that or caused that anxiety?
So there's so many circus antics that are going on the field, and there's just the line of sight to be able to see the baseball game because people around you are standing up and doing things at different times, and you're like, I don't want to stand up and do that, or I want to watch the game that's going on. It was wild. And then the last 4 innings of the game, they turn off the stadium lights and they turn on black lights, and the teams come out. There's an intermission, and the teams come back out, and they're in new uniforms that glow neon. And it's super
Sure.
neat to see. It's a big party. I mean, it literally is. Somebody from the era of raves definitely was like, you know what? We can make this family fun and not use acid to do it and just put a lot of other aspects into it and make it feel that way. And I was just like, oh my gosh, it was just, there was so much going on. But the kids had a blast. They had so much fun. I literally, from seriously like pitch one, started having almost an anxiety attack. I had doubled up on my anxiety meds, and I'm so glad that I did because I would have otherwise not made it through as far as we did. We didn't even stay for the end of the game because even at one near the end, Corey was just like, "I'm done." Like it's like
Yeah.
this was good,
Well, I'm
but
glad though that she was able to go, though. I'm glad to hear that because I mean, a migraine, it will put me down. I mean,
yeah. Well,
she's
the
stronger than me.
Friday. Well, that was Friday.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
You
you're
said that
okay.
earlier. It was the whole
Yeah.
weekend. I apologize.
Yeah, no, you're fine. She woke up with a migraine that day too, so it was its own thing, but she was able to power through and actually get to a point where she was feeling good enough to
Good.
go. But yeah, so that was that day. And then this is the really funny one. Saturday, we woke up, of course, Father's Eve was going to be that night, and I was I get on Facebook Marketplace just for the sheer fun of it. You never know what you're going to find on there. It's its own flea market, of course. And I came across a teardrop trailer for
Oh yeah.
for $1,800. And I was just like, what is this? Okay, it's a little hidden gem right here. And so I started looking through it and I showed it to Corey. And she's, that's actually a pretty nice, like it needs work to it, but I mean
Yeah.
the main job of building it and having it there is done. And she was like, offer them 1,500 and see what they say. And I'm like, all right. Next thing we're going down there and looking at this teardrop trailer, and we ended up finishing up buying that on Monday and picking it
Oh,
up.
cool.
So we
All
now
right.
have a teardrop trailer. Yeah. Camper.
Yeah.
So pretty exciting.
Definitely. Yeah. And that's
yeah.
something I know your friend David, y'all
Yeah.
y'all have had a lot of experience with his. So it's cool that you finally got your own.
Yep. And he's excited to, when he gets back from their road trip, to help me with kind of getting it situated and ready to go the rest of the way. But it came with a built-in portable air conditioner inside of it.
Perfect.
Yeah. So
Perfect.
I was like, Corey was happy about that. She's like, AC in the camper? Yes, please.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
my camping princess.
Hey, I'm all for glamping, man. I'm
Yeah.
also all for let's just go out in the woods with a sleeping bag or some bug spray and let's just rough it. I am good with that
Yeah.
as far as I can, but I like glamping. I like having the good food. AC is, I've never had AC except like in a cabin, but that just sounds, yeah, you need
Yeah.
that. You need that. Good for her.
Yeah. So then going back to Sunday, so when I get home, she had at some point picked up a Father's Day card for me. And you know how she had given me the picture of her that I had taken for our anniversary? So apparently that was part of a deal where you could get two different stretched canvas photos. So she took the photo of us as a family going snorkeling in Florida a few years ago with the manatees, and she had that turned into a 6x6 stretch canvas photo. So I've got that
Cool.
hanging up in the office here now, along with the photo of her. So Very, very, very cool, very creative gift, and a card that definitely sounds like it was picked out by my son, but I know that she picked it out as well. It says, "Look at you, landing my mom and getting me as a bonus. Happy Father's Day." Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was solid. It was really solid.
Yeah.
And then
That's a good one.
inside, Hezekiah and Ruby and Corey all wrote me very wonderful messages of just being the best dad, an amazing papa, and Corey talking about just how I'm working with the kids to teach them things and be the best dad I can for them, and also
Yeah.
being having such an advocacy for fatherhood in general. So that was really cool, and went throughout the day just doing some other things around the house. And then I came back inside, and Ruby had been working all day on her own side gift for me, which was this really cool.
Just so our audience will know, Brock and I have talked already today about you're old when they move your
Yeah,
buttons on Zoom and you get all angry.
I don't know.
Anyway,
There we
show
go.
it to us. Show it to us.
Yeah, so it's
Oh,
this.
oh wow. Did they
Yeah,
draw that?
she traced this one. She does draw them from time to time, but I think she was trying
I
to do it
mean,
as quick as possible.
pretty.
Yeah, so she traced this dragon, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Of course, on the front, best Papa Dragon. And then she wrote this amazing tear-jerking message, and it's not short. I mean, it's.
Oh wow. It's a paragraph. Yeah.
Yeah, she wrote a good paragraph. Says, "Thanks for always being there for me. I really like how you have lots of fun things to do almost every day for us. I hope you finish your master set soon, which is the Pokemon set that I'm working on collecting cards for. I love your steak and I hope to have it soon," which we did have steak the other night. She goes, "But it's okay if we can't have it soon. Thank you for being the best dad ever and have an amazing Father's Day. Love, Ruby." And so,
Yay.
yeah, I was
Well
just like, "Oh
done,
my
Ruby.
gosh."
Well
So,
done.
yeah, so she's very creative in that. So that was very cool. But Hezekiah wrote, and this is from a 13-year-old, by the way. So I take this and I cherish this. "Thank you for being the best dad I could ever have and taking us to do fun things. Your big dill, Hezekiah." We call him
Yeah.
so because
You
he's
tell
all
yeah,
about
I know the
pickles.
story, but tell us, yeah.
Yeah, so he's all about pickles. So that's actually just
Yeah.
found him like a flotation blow up that says Big Dill on it from Aldi. I was like, "Yeah, we're
Nice.
buying this for you, dude."
That works. Yeah, that's great. That's
So yeah,
fantastic, man. I'm glad to hear it.
yeah. So
You had
just
a good
it was awesome, man.
Father's Day weekend. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it was a good time. I got a lot of really fun things out of that. But like I said, I didn't get to do any disc golf or fishing. Although Corey also surprised me too because I had put this in the Amazon cart. She bought me a new fishing pole setup that's actually one of the extender poles. So
Yeah.
it's like a foot and a half, can keep it in a case with all the things I need, and I can keep it in
Sweet.
the car with me. And whenever I have a few moments, I can pull it out and go fishing for a little bit, like if I'm waiting for the kids to get out of school or whatnot, because there's a couple places
Sweet.
over by the school to fish. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. I know you're going to enjoy that.
I'm looking forward
Make
to it.
things
Yeah.
exciting. Yeah.
Definitely. So,
Sweet.
but Father's Eve was a good time. We had teen guys there. There was a big turnout,
Nice.
and most of the guys were new.
Good.
They had talked
Good.
on WhatsApp, but they hadn't actually met each other face to face. And it was at the beginning, it's always a little awkward. Guys trying to figure out what do we do, and then after a while, everybody was just like, "Oh, we're just here hanging out and talking and eating. Great, okay, let's do this."
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun, so we had a good turnout for that as well. But yeah,
That's
so that was Father's Day weekend.
nice.
But man, we're coming into July. Holy cow!
Right.
Jeez,
Right.
how did we get here already?
Maycember.
It's what?
How are we here?
Yeah, it's summer now officially, and here comes July, fireworks and all that jazz.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in July. It seems
Mhm.
like there's a
Yeah.
lot, like especially from just the standpoint of things to celebrate, especially 4th of July, which is going to be huge. Just especially in the country's 250th birthday, so
Mhm.
a lot going on there. There was actually, so you were mentioning that you were watching World Cup or in small smatterings, right? A couple episodes back. there was at one point a projection that if certain things fell into alignment, that the U.S. would play England in the World Cup in a game on July 4th in Philadelphia. And
All right. No pressure, guys, but
yeah. Well, and to hear the Brits on TikTok lose their minds over the fact that they're like, do we really want this to happen? And, like,
America wants that to happen, my
way,
friend.
yes, way too many just history repeats itself type scenario in some ways. And even to the point where there were other people on there going, there has to be someone dressed up like Paul Revere and ride a horse through Philadelphia when this happens, like
Oh,
all
that'd
this
be
fun
cool.
stuff. It is not going to happen, unfortunately, just because of some other like
Yeah, just the way the
uncontrollables
bracket
that
run,
take
yeah.
place. But how cool that would have been to have actually had that happen. I mean, this country
Right.
would have lost its ever living mind just with the fact that soccer is such right now like such a pinnacle thing here in the country with
Yeah.
the World Cup going on. So, yeah, so that was the one thing I was just like, all right, cool. But yeah, I mean, one of the things that we were talking about before we popped on here and started recording was it's Disability Pride Month. And
Yes.
we both agreed that we know very little about it, which
I've heard about it, and I have
yeah,
friends that have talked about it, but I have never, honestly, I've never paid enough attention. And I think that's why we have events like this. That's
exactly.
why organizations said, no, we want a national recognition that this is something that we need to pay attention to for whatever good or bad, whatever it's done in the world. So, yeah,
Yeah, and it's been around for a while. It's
since
actually part of
19.
yeah, so it's part of the landmark Americans with Disabilities Act that came into play, in which my son has an autoimmune disease.
Hmm?
It falls under that, just all these different things. And yeah, I mean, I was not aware of the fact that there was an entire month dedicated to this. So I feel like when we do these, if it's something where it's, oh, like, I don't know anything about this, it's more of a prompting to be like, all right, I need to spend some time actually learning what this is.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's what we want to prompt our listeners to. The more you know about these things, even if they don't affect you,
Yeah.
and I think most of our audience is dads, if not at least parents. I think as a parent, you recognize what's going on not only within your own family, but in other families around you. And that makes your family better, more
Mm-hmm.
compassionate. You're able to look at a situation someone's in. Because I remember, like, when I was a kid, if someone was having, which now we just call it with ADHD or ADHD, whatever it might be, and they're overstimulated and they are just unable to process it. And we didn't even have those words then. But
Yeah.
through the exposure in my own journey, I'm able now my kids can look at someone that's overstimulated and they know what that person needs. It's such a huge difference generationally. So yeah, talking about disability pride, I think is very important for all parents to recognize it.
Yeah. Well, and I think too, people who have a disability that they are constantly every day, every minute, second of their life are now trying to figure out how they're going to maneuver things. It can be very daunting. And
Yeah.
I know even for my son, that's the case sometimes. We'll
Hmm.
occasionally have conversations about it. And it's okay. Like, how do I celebrate what he's going through? How do I make him feel like he's not any different than anybody else, that he is somebody that is valued?
Right.
And I think that those are the kind of things that sometimes just in general population forget. Oh, we all are going through things, and how do we be more encouraging than discouraging to
Right.
folks?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely
Yeah.
a lesson we're learning as generationally as we go along. I know my parents would not have had. I mean, they would have put up with, they didn't, in fact, put up with any of that stuff, especially
Yeah.
overstimulation, everything like that. We are fortunate that no one in my family had disability, but I have a lot of friends now. I mean, I have a friend who got a new doctor, had to go to a new clinic. She's in a wheelchair, and their wheelchair ramp ended in a curb, which is 6 inches high. So it's a ramp. They put in a ramp, but it runs down to the sidewalk, goes across the sidewalk, and it ends in the street, and it's a 6-inch drop. And I'm like, what are you? This has got to be a joke. And she's like, no, that's what I have to deal with. And I have to go regularly, and I have to find someone that can help me get over that. And I don't need help. And she does not want you to help her. I mean, that's not where she's at. And I'm very proud of her for that. But at the same time, they don't give you a ramp that works. That's ridiculous. But
Yeah.
again,
Go buy
we
a
don't
few
know about
bags
these
of
things.
go buy a few bags of asphalt, drop that down on there,
Drop
and
it
just
in there.
level that sucker out.
We need some
That's-
dads fix that.
Yeah, right? No kidding. Somebody get a jackhammer. Get rid of that curb.
Take it out. So
That's wild.
Also, and I think this is very important for our audience to realize, is July 1st is International Joke Day.
Yes,
And I
International
feel
Joke
like
Day.
This is in our wheelhouse almost more than any other holiday.
Yeah,
Because, come on. Dad jokes are the pinnacle, I feel, of humor.
yeah. Well, I recently started reading some books here recently, actually reading,
Mhm.
not doing audiobooks. I picked up a book in Braille, and
Ooh.
it's a very, very intense book, and I feel like it's just going to have some very suspenseful moments in it because
It's in Braille.
it's in Braille, yeah, and I feel like there's some very
You-
suspenseful moments coming up
Oh my God, dude.
as I read it.
No. No, you got me. You got me 100%. I was like, I didn't know you could read Braille. What are you talking about? When do you start? Yeah. Got me.
Yes.
Hook, line, and sinker. 100%. I was not prepared for that. I should have been. We're talking about jokes. I should be ready, but no.
I love that joke has become my favorite because you can just literally walk somebody right up to it, have them walk right into the wall.
Yep, that was me. See, I was going to say, what's brown and sticky?
A stick.
A stick, right?
Yeah.
So that to me, that's where I'm at. I'm lowbrow today, and you are highbrow today, and I was
It's
not
okay.
prepared.
It's okay. Very few times am I highbrow anything. So I'll take
That's all
I'll
right.
take it
You
for
know,
this time.
There are good jokes, they're bad. The difference between a good joke and a bad joke, timing.
True. Lord.
I love that one too.
That's a good one too,
Love it.
definitely. Well, so hopefully you get a chance to tell all kinds of fun, bad jokes and good jokes the entire time. Don't forget to tell us some
And-
international jokes, by the way, because it's International Joke Day.
That's right. Right.
Don't
And call your friends.
don't leave any country out.
Go to your local soccer game
There you go. Yeah.
and find out. Tell me a joke, and you won't understand it. Because if someone from Scotland comes and tells me a joke, I'm going to go, what does that mean?
What movie that depicts Independence Day allows for a group of kids to play a sport later in the day than they would normally get to?
I have no idea where you're going with this. Where?
Sandlot. Because of
Ah,
fireworks. They get to
okay.
play baseball.
Okay. I have never seen Sandlot.
Okay.
I mean, I know it exists, and I think that's where You're Killing Me, Smalls comes from. Yeah.
Yep,
I'm very aware
yep.
of that line because that's hilarious. But
Yep.
yeah, I've never seen that.
Well, how about you like to go camping? How about the one of would you like a s'more? Would I like some more? What? I haven't even had anything yet. That's from that movie too. Or capturing farts in a metal coffee can, and then they throw a match into it and basically almost blow the sides off of a treehouse. Dude, it's not about the movie's not just about baseball. It's so good. Like you
Evidently.
gotta watch it. It's so good. It's not just about baseball. It's not. It's just about a group of kids in a neighborhood just being crazy. It's hilarious. So yeah. National Father-Daughter Take a Walk Day is July 7th. I feel like I do that regularly. I don't know that I need a day for that, to be honest, but if you need a day to remember that, there you go. All American. They got to be American, by the way. It's just all American. Nothing
All American
else.
Pets. Yeah,
All
sorry.
American pets. So unfortunately, my Aussie Shepherd is out.
I was going to say.
German Shepherds are out.
What I was going to say, what are American pets? I mean, specifically, just mutts. We're a melting pot, right? So I guess that's
No. No pythons.
don't-
Those
yeah,
are not
right.
American.
right. Don't bring that in here. It's not your day, Python.
That's right. So yeah, I love some of those.
These are very constrictive regulations, but
Yep.
no pythons.
Global. This one's great. Global Hug Your Kids Day, because you don't hug them enough.
You don't, though. If you think about it.
Oh, I hug my kids more than enough.
But if you went to them right now and said, "Can I have a hug?"
I'd get a hug.
Right? Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't hug them enough. You can't. I guarantee that because again, they're getting older. They'll be teenagers soon, and
I,
yeah, it can be kind of off-putting. But yeah, hug your
that's
kids.
okay. If they
Definitely
refuse
hug your
it, I'm
kids.
hugging them anyway.
No consent. Come on.
Consent. Yeah, I birthed you. Consent.
No, no.
Fine. Okay. Parenting Gifted Children Week. This one here definitely is something that a lot of families that we know are going to definitely be part of this group here.
Yeah, and a lot of the neurodivergent families, that Venn diagram of gifted kids and autism and ADHD is getting smaller. There's a lot more overlap with that. So yeah, I think we have a
Yeah.
lot more people whose kids would fall into this category. And did you know, because I didn't, there is actually the National Association for Gifted Children, which created this holiday. Cool. And they have an annual convention, just like we
That-
do
That's really cool.
for gifted kids. Yeah,
Where is it this year?
NAGC 26, November 5th through the 8th, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Well, look
I'm gonna
at
try.
that.
I'm gonna
It's
try to
right there
go.
in your backyard, my friend.
Yep. It's just a month after our convention, and honestly, I don't know how we will be financially because I'm going to blow a lot of money if I can on the. Well, I'm not going to blow a lot of money, but I will be at the convention all week. So that's a hotel stay every night and
Yep.
all that. So there's potential that we may go, ooh, we're still haven't recovered. But yeah, a national convention for it. And it's really got some amazing speakers. I actually looked into possibly getting someone from their organization to come talk to us. That immediately sent me to a link of here are the speakers you can pay for, basically. And I'm like, well, let's see what I can do about that. But
Yeah.
it's a very important topic, I think, and it's very important to understand because it's not just intellectual intelligence we're talking about. The difference is there, but the difference in emotional intelligence.
We need to see
It's
if we can get a
huge.
booth there so we can just be there as the National At Home Dad Network.
Well, I'll ask. We'll see.
That would be
Maybe
cool.
they'll send me there as an ambassador.
I'd drive up for that. We could
I
just
don't
be
want
the
to work another convention. I'm working our convention. I don't want to have to work somebody else's convention.
Yeah, but this one you're
No.
just sitting talking to people. You don't have to do anything other than that. That's pretty simple.
Okay. We'll see, though. That is a good idea. That is a good idea.
Anyway, yeah. And then I don't understand this one exactly.
So you should look up National Be Someone Day. Observed on July 21st, it is a national awareness initiative that challenges adults to take just 10 seconds to make a meaningful difference in a child's life. The day focuses heavily on child abuse prevention, encouraging community members to recognize the signs and commit to reporting them.
Okay.
So I don't know why they call it the Be Someone Day.
Yeah.
I don't know I know there's a story there, but I didn't see the correlation. Reading National Be Someone Day, my thought again, I've got kids my whole life, so I'm thinking like we dress up, like we
That's what I was thinking
go
too.
out in our community is Paul Revere or something. I don't know what is that, but no, it's actually about preventing and reporting because I like that it says committing to reporting when you see the signs of abuse, which is very important. It's one of those things that for a very long time we've avoided even talking about. So just the fact that it's here and it's going, I think is very encouraging.
Yeah, no, definitely. The name definitely throws me off with it for be somebody, and I see where it's be somebody who would do this.
Right.
And that's the only part of it that registers with me. But yeah, I think that it's the whole kind of see something, say something type. It falls in line with
Right.
that for sure. That's great that there's a day for that because just a little bit of a nudge reminder there for people. Hey, just because you might think you can't do anything, just speaking up and saying something
Right.
in that
And
situation.
educating yourself on knowing what the signs are.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I mean, and it surprises me because I lived it. So I realized,
Sure.
well, of course, those are the signs. How do you not know that? Because you didn't have an abusive household growing up,
Yeah.
Danny. Like you're not the norm here, but it is much more common. And even going through things like Scouting America now, they have a very specific program they've got to keep the scouts and leaders all safe. and
Yep.
to maintain that level of safety. And it's so many obvious things when you know what they are. But a lot of people have reported, well, I wasn't sure what was going on. And I was kind of worried that, or worse yet, I saw them do this and this has to be abuse. No, no, that's not what that is, right? So learning the difference is very important too. But then committing to reporting it, being willing to step up and say, I saw this and I think this child might be in danger, because
Yeah.
that's a huge accusation. Huge. But it needs to be said. I would rather someone, because I've been reported to DFACS before. They showed up at my house on, well, they called basically and showed up an hour later or something. And they came in with the thought that my youngest had seen her brother's penis. And yes, she had, in the tub, and they're a year and a half apart. So yeah, she's aware that boys have a penis and she has seen her brother's. But to hear that, I saw my older brother's penis. Okay, we need to investigate this. And
Yeah.
I'm glad they did. And I hope they do and all that. But reporting it is very important. And it's
Yeah,
better
and
to
it can
report it
be-
and be wrong.
Yeah.
Because if you're wrong.
And it can be very nerve wracking because if it's a neighbor or somebody, it's like, all right, even after the situation takes place, it's like you are still living beside them, and there can be definitely a lot of emotions
It's
involved in that. So I
usually
get it. Yeah.
being groomed or abused by someone you know. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not strangers coming up to you on the street. It is people in your community, whatever community that might be. Scouting America obviously had a tremendous problem with that, and they have, I think, taken very good steps. I don't know they've taken enough steps, but I know they have taken very strong steps to stop that from happening. But
Yeah.
it's people you expect your kids can be trusted with. So yeah, it's very important to look at it and say, well, hang on, what's going on with Uncle Bob? That's
Yeah.
you don't want to be around him anymore at Christmas. You try to avoid him. You feel like you don't even want to go to Christmas or whatever. You want to go to this event anymore, and the signs are there. But I don't want. We've already gone farther into that than I intended originally, because this
That's
is a
okay,
very
yeah.
serious subject.
It
and
is.
we
Yeah.
need to-
Well,
but National Be Some
definitely-
one day. Very something.
National Bee-
Definitely
yeah, look
something
at-
we want to remember.
So lots of different things for July that are coming up. So definitely look into that. Especially it'll be in the newsletter that'll be coming out here in the next week or so, I would imagine too. Our amazing newsletter editor, Joshua Bernstein, is always putting those together. So we thank him
Right.
for that. Also, too, we'll leave the episode with this. The nominations for the Brian Dixon Memorial Scholarship closes on July 1st. So when you hear this, and I'm definitely, now that I have reminded myself that's happening, we'll get this episode out before July 1st. So that way people can listen to it and be like, oh, shoot, I needed to do that. Take the time to either nominate yourself or nominate somebody who's been like, man, that would be really cool, but I don't think financially I can do that. This is the way to make that happen for somebody. So definitely get those in before July 1st so that the committee can come together and start working to getting
Yes.
as many dads as possible to the convention, aside from who's already signed up and registered to go. And that's about everything I've got to talk about for this episode. How about you, Danny? You good?
Yeah. Oh no, I have one more thing, and I should have done this earlier.
Oh, okay. Hold on. We got one more
So it's my wife's birthday on this coming Sunday. And I'm going to drop my camera again because I want to make sure
Yeah.
this shows up. Video and none. So I went ahead and
There it
got
is.
the pickleball paddles.
Like it.
Dads don't
Dad.
babysit. It's called Parenting Pickleball Paddles. There's two, and it comes with two pickleballs, and it comes with a little case. And I was
Okay.
very impressed because I'm like,
And it just says dads don't babysit on both sides?
yep.
Okay. Sweet.
So yeah, planning on getting out there and not using this at all because I hate pickleball because of reasons. But no, I want to encourage my kids to try it. And I thought this is a good way because this is a paddle that my kids can use. And
Yeah.
it's good. It's got a good grip on it. It's got a good bounce to it. I mean, it's really well made for what it does, but it's not my wife's Uber. I went out and spent extra money and have my own wrap on the handle and all this very important things if you're going to really be
Yes.
into pickleball. But for me, I'm like, what? No, just let them use yours. That one's expensive. Okay. All right. Cool.
Yep.
Cool. But yeah, get your official Dads Don't Babysit with your June membership.
Before the end of June.
Yep. So do it today because we're
Definitely.
about done. June's gone.
All right.
Sorry,
well,
I forgot that one.
No, that's fine, man. Well, hey, everybody, thanks for listening to the show. Please share and help us get this show out to more people. And we will be back next week to talk more with you. Have a good one.
Good night, everybody.
I'm a dad, that's what I do.